Hello and welcome to Sim.bc, where it is 12:50, so just 10 to 1 in the morning. And I don't know what kind of news flash I had yesterday when I thought, hey, let's just sit somewhere in school and try to fix audio because I've never been here before and I probably never will be here again. Why not just try my audio when I am at home where I actually know approximately how far I am from the mic at all times? No, let's try it in a new place where I don't know the the sound, the acoustics. Yeah, probably right. Where I don't know the sounding, and I don't know if people are going to come in and interrupt me. And it turned out I had to move to another place where it was even worse. So I'm going to try to be a bit better and more precise with my actions today, which is basically I'm going to try to see if my voice is good here now at this level that I'm currently at. Now, talking about news flashes, I had a news flash today, like a flash from the clear sky. I've been kind of irritated, like kind of, how do you say, aggravated, honestly, with my group in my group work because I don't know how to make them care about their work. Let's just say that. And that leads me to the problem that if I delegate work to them, whereas we as a group delegate work to each other, which we clearly do, I'm not taking control at all. Well, anyway, if we do that, I'm running into the risk of having them in charge of making stuff that I know will be of, well, that I don't know, but given what they have done so far and their commitment in class, I would say that I have a good 90% chance of running into, or 90% risk of running into their previous quality performance, so to say. So instead of delegating work to them and having them say at the same day as the hand in, this is what I have done, I think it's pretty good. I'm reading it through and I'm like, dude, this is 100 words, this is like 200 words, you have no sources, and this is like based on Wikipedia and your own opinions. Dude, crazy. Instead of doing that, I just said, we have like half of the report has been written, right? Was written till this Monday. And, well, it was of, as I said, varied qualities, let's say. At least their parts. Mine was awesome. Or, I don't know if it was, because I think it's awesome, because it's my work. I put in some time to it, even though it was more of a fast work than a genuine one, but I still think it turned out kind of great. But since I can't get any feedback from the other people in my group, I don't know if it's actually good, or if it's just me that thinks it's good, which is kind of a problem, you know. Anyway, since we have already written half of the report, and half of that half report is my half, it's only 50% that is theirs. So this means they have 5 pages to work through as a group, because I said, let me just write the other half, right? Because I write a lot faster than you in English. So not in a condescending way, or I really try to not be condescending, but I was like, I write faster than you do probably. I probably write faster than you do in English. Let me take this other half of the report and finish it quickly so that we all can read through it and come with feedback, because that's the end stage we're gonna end up in anyway. And so far, one person has read the Facebook post I made in our small little group and liked it. And I wrote like a lot just to be polite. Anyway, not to come across as a jerk, rather, I would say. Anyway, so I suggested to them basically that if you review your own parts, you might be able to make them better. So for instance, put in some sources that supports what you're saying. I know that you have some of them, but most of them are in French and most of them are like just, social media stuff like that. Like not that academic, they don't have academic sources. So I would just like them to add some academic sources and sourcing the text. And I left an example of like this is how you source inside the text with the APA system that we're currently using, so that they have some way of actually knowing what to do. Because when I introduced the concept, like I was like, haven't you sourced in the text? They were like, sourced what? In the what? In the text? Really? You do that? And they tried with, and when I told them like, yeah, you should do that, you should totally do that, and we're using the APA system because that's what you use at this school, they were like, okay. And then they tried with the Oxford system, you know, the leaving a note and it's something at the bottom of the page, and I was like, yeah, that's technically true, that is sourcing in the text, but that is not the correct way of sourcing in the text according to your school. So we had to rework that too. Now I have sourced in my text, in my part, which is like half of the half report that we handed in this Monday. So technically they have a good example of how to do it correctly because they have like 4 or 5 pages of my own design where I have sourced in the text correctly or according to the APA system. I think it's correctly, but I didn't get any feedback, so I might have made some minor mistakes. Who knows? I haven't read it through again and again and again, and even if I would, I am probably missing stuff because I think that it is correct, so I'm probably not reading it through fully, which is kind of bad. Something you should definitely try and do if you're able to. If you're able to like reset your mind and have a bit of a break from your work, come back and read it later because you will, oh, you will see so many mistakes, and probably try to read it out loud because, especially if English is not your native language, try to read it out loud, your text, to see how it sounds, because sometimes you will find something that sounds good when you read it in your head, like silently, but then when you read it out loud, you're like, oh, holy crap, this is so not good. Anyway, so I thought it was a good middle ground, you know? So instead of making them write parts that they then have to hand in, and I will be like, honestly, I'm kind of disappointed. This is not what I expected from a university level. I would just say, try to review the stuff you've already done that already have disappointed me. Okay, that sounds really harsh, and that's totally not how I phrased it when I told them to do this. But that's kind of the thought process that went through my head, and I would say that doing other people's work, so to say, in quotation marks, of course, it's not something that is new to me. I mean, when it comes to group works, I usually do a lot of the work, mainly because I'm a control freak and I can't really let go of my work. I would rather do everything by myself and make myself work over, like be overloaded with work, rather than giving over control to someone else. But today, like this semester, I tried that since we're abroad, new school, new people, new design, new way. I don't know how they work, so let's go with your way. So we split all the work, as I said, and then they arrived with, yeah, the varied quality as they had, most of which was not that very good, to put it mildly. Anyway, that's a bit of a downer. With the 2.5 minutes I have left, I would see I had something that I probably wanted to talk about. Yeah, today I'm going to write the entire segmentation part. Yay! That's pretty good. Oh yeah, and another thing, if someone watches this, or if someone watches this who have a MacBook and know how it works, I am filming, I know, and I don't know if these videos are saved somewhere where I can't access them rather than iMovie, because my storage went from like increased with 20 gigs overnight, and I only have like 125 gigabytes on my MacBook Air. Yeah, because I'm a cheap one, you know. So I would like to know if somebody knows out there how to fix that, and I already tried to remove the cache files, so to say, from the internet. So, but if anyone had the technical expertise that I so lack, so as I've said plenty of times, please do not hesitate to leave a comment or try to contact me and tell me this is how you can solve it. Now, that's all fine and dandy, but then how is it going with my corporation? Well, I actually got an email confirming that I got or I did not get a company, like that I could register it as a company. Unfortunately, they're not showing that on. Well, an email is wrong. I got a mail, you know, a regular letter. I don't know if that's called a mail in English, but it probably is. Yes, because an email is online and a regular mail is in the post. Anyway, I got a letter telling me this is our decision. The only problem is they sent that letter to my address in Sweden, and I am in France. So I was like, because the person who received it was like, oh, this is, I opened it, I thought it was taxes and stuff, but this is about your company. Should I send it to you or something? And I was like, yes, do that, please send it to me. And they haven't done that, of course. I said, just take a picture and send it. It will go instantaneously like that. And still, I have not received anything yet. So let's see. They might have sent it by the post, the regular post, because they want me to have it by myself. Anyway, we will see. But the irritating point is that when I go into the internet, you know, the internet, no, but like their website, and I log in and all of that, and I confirm my identity and stuff. I can't see if they what kind of decision they made because it still says in progress or we have sent out a decision for you, and I'm like, that's super nice, but I can't access that. I mean, it's my own fault. I could have written this address and they would have sent it directly to me. I know, bad planning yet again, even though I'm planning like everything, some things still slips through the cracks, which is good to know. So like now, in retrospect, that even though I'm planning a lot, it's still some things that turns out to be outside the plans. You should always have a B plan. My B plan is making them take a photo of this and send it to me, but yeah, they probably have already sent it by the mail since I have not received anything yet, and this was like 2 days ago. So that's the status of my own company. Let's see if I get it registered. Let's see if I get it confirmed. I will say that given my application, it's probably not going to happen because I had a very, how do you say, very varied application quality, just like the work that my teammates actually handed in. It was very, very varied because I didn't quite understand all of the legal terms, unfortunately. Even though I read up on them, there were some that was quite tricky. So, well, that's all for today. Have a nice day, guys. See you tomorrow, and hope that I don't get burned out today between 3:30, 1:30, and 5 when I'm supposed to write the entire half of the report for next week. Anyway, it's not that hard actually. It's going to be pretty easy. I say that now, but like, let's see what I say in 3 hours. So, bye.